So I think it's fair to say that the Catalina is a somewhat ungainly looking aircraft.
What, you want to film this?
It's lumbering down the runway, but nonetheless a very iconic shape. This particular aircraft is of 1943 vintage. Certainly that. This is in fact an amphibian. It's being able to land, as you can see, a hard surface as well as being able to land on the sea. These aircraft are used largely in the air-sea rescue role. In fact, this particular aircraft carries the markings of Miss Pickup. The original Miss Pickup was based at Holsworth in Suffolk.
Wow, that's bigger than me.
It's rather appropriate that we have these skies that we have today, because during wartime these were patrolling deep into the Atlantic as part of the anti-submarine mission. During wartime, was in peril of losing its supplies that were making their way across the Atlantic. And in fact, Winston Churchill said that the one thing that really terrified him was the prospect of being overcome by the U-boat threat. And Catalina's, together with liberators, helped to cover the gap in the Atlantic where those U-boats used to prowl in their wolf packs. Here you can see the flames that were lowered. I think this is a really attractive aircraft. It's not everybody's taste, of course, but I think it has a certain elegance.
Definitely does. It was a very interesting design for this in a lot of ways by the consolidated company when they came up with this new patrol bomber and anti-submarine platform. It's got, for example, what's known as a wet wing, which means it's got fuel tankage within the wing, and that led to a considerable overall wing saving, as well as helping clean the flames up, meaning there was no need for large bulging fuel tankage elsewhere on the airframe. And the retrieval with the float CD retractors right now further contributed to the low drag, thus increasing aircraft range and performance.
And that huge barn door of a wing would give it that lift that it would need. This is not a particularly manoeuvrable aircraft. I hear the pilots say that flying this aircraft looks a bit like you move the yoke, go and make a cup of tea, and then you'll feel the aircraft start to move. So it is certainly rather ungainly to do.
But nonetheless, it can, as we can see, turn very steeply and turn very tightly. And that was often an attribute that would have been used in wartime while engaged in lower level missions.
This particular aircraft, you can see the glass domes on the side. They're actually oversized. The original domes would have been much smaller than that, and that's part of its role when it fulfilled as part of aerial survey in its previous incarnation.
Yeah, this aircraft was heavily modified. The original fuselage type was, of course, had machine guns, African aerial safaris, and they're a relic of that. They do use absolutely brilliant view out when this aircraft goes cross-country sorting between displays and out to Bismarck and France and do a lot of their water training, because this aircraft regularly operates from water and events where it's possible to do so.
And it's operated by Plainsailing, the consortium of private pilots that have the opportunity to fly this aircraft when you have the correct rating, of course, and pass their rather extensive flight program.
Yes.
You can actually fly this aircraft personally.
Yes, it's a shareholder setup. A certain number of non-pilots people are enthusiasts who want to be associated with this piece of aviation history. But as you say, they have a lot of pilots very, very experienced. Some of them private pilots, ex-military, with a great deal of experience on different types of aircraft. They've got very experienced as you can imagine, they've now set up their own pilot training program, so they're able to generate another generation of Catalina pilots for their operations. Some of whom will go on to display the aeroplane. It's an excellent setup based here in Duxford. They have a show today towards the end of the flying season, I believe. And you can find out more about that from catalina.org.uk, the website of the Catalina Society, which supports this aircraft.
As she comes into land, that concludes the display of the consolidated PBY Catalina.
And it was in the hands today of John Hartsworth in the captain's seat with Richie Piper as the co-pilot. Colin said in the colours of an aircraft of the US Army Air Forces from the 5th Emergency Rescue Squadron at Halesworth.